You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
Welcome, everybody, to episode number 54 of the Better Marlins Fans Podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. Bratton Griffin. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I don't know what was more fun this weekend, watching Marlins baseball or having my wisdom teeth pulled on Friday. So,
Ooh.
been a
How
fun
many did you
weekend.
get pulled?
All four.
Ooh, me too. I got them all done at the same time. I like a blowfish for a couple of days.
Yeah, it hasn't been that bad. I'm a little swollen still, but not a lot of pain or anything. But unlike watching a fish this weekend.
Did they put you to sleep?
Nope.
Oh, see, I got put to sleep.
No, they did
I
it
don't know
while
if
I was awake.
I don't remember if they gave me the option and I chose it, or they just said we're just gonna put you to sleep. But I remember they put me to sleep.
This guy had me out in like 20 minutes. He had all four out, sewed up, and
Really?
I
Oh
was
no,
ready to go. Drove
mine's were
myself
like
home.
sideways, so he had to like break them
Oh,
down and
yeah.
take them out little piece by piece.
No, I had an easy one. He just popped them right out, and I drove
Oh no,
myself home type thing.
maybe that's why
And
they
they have
put
to
me to
do
sleep.
that. Yeah.
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 Well, like you said, probably more enjoyable than watching the Marlins over the last couple of weeks. We hit an all-time high. Okay, maybe that's a bit much, but we hit quite the high this season after that Yankee sweep. I felt
Yeah.
like everybody was believing. You know what? Maybe there's a little magic here. Maybe there's a wild card run, at least to make it interesting. Since that sweep, we are 4-10. It's been really rough. I think all highlighted by that Dane Myers beautiful catch to steal that home
Oh,
run at Fenway. I felt like that was like the
that sums
exclamation
it up.
point. Like, yeah, right there. That those couple seconds sum it up. But we start with the Guardians over the last week since we last recorded the Guardian series. We didn't play on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we won the mid game, which was the one that had everybody on Twitter hot talking about the Rook, Jakob
Yeah.
Marsee. Your thoughts on the Guardian series? I mean, we haven't looked good. The Jansen Junk
Yeah.
started the first one. Yuri had the second, which he got all the
hmm
run support, and I forgot who started the
Yeah.
third.
Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Eddie started the third one. So I think the Tuesday and Wednesday games. I mean, the Tuesday game, I don't think we looked terrible in. It was only a 3-4 game. Um, we kept it close. We had some good hits, had some run support. Just couldn't get behind Junk to get him the win. Fauscher blew it. Gave
So
up the
Jose
winning run
Ramirez.
later, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of stung. Wednesday's game was total dominance. Yuri pitched really well. We only gave up 4 runs, and we scored 13. If we could
But
have just
Marcy's the story of
sprinkled
the
those
game, right?
13, yeah, of course, and you don't want to put any pressure on the kid because obviously, he's fresh from the farm, but impressive game, impressive series. Hopefully he can keep that going, and it's not just his adrenaline going that did that, but you know,
All right.
love it.
Well, in that game, he had 7 RBIs. He had 2 home runs, and
Yeah,
that's kind of what you look for in a season where, and even though I don't think all hope is lost just quite yet, I know I'm going to get ahead of myself here, but over the last week, other teams aren't playing that great either. Because how many we are. I'll tell you right now how many games we are back of the wild card. At the moment, everybody's chasing the Mets for that last wild card spot, and we are 7 games back. But every team in front of us, which is the Reds, the Cardinals, and the Giants, have all played under 500 ball. And then the Diamondbacks, which are right in front of us, are the only ones that have been they're 6-4 over the last 10. So I mean, we had a great opportunity to make up some ground. We lost obviously the 4 out of the last 6. The Mets are 3-7 over the last 10. So they're giving everybody a chance. The Mets are struggling themselves, but you know who's
mm-hmm.
hot now? The Braves. All of a sudden, they're just 3 games
I
behind
know, right?
us. What the hell just happened?
You blink, and we were just talking about how I thought we'd finish third in the division over the
Mm-hmm.
Braves, and here
Mm-hmm.
they come right down the rearview mirror, and we've got probably our toughest stretch of games coming up here, so let's see if we can hold it. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. And in that fourth game, Eddie Cabrera, he got a 3-0 lead. Miami blew it
Yeah.
late in the and you know the Guardians, like we said last week, they were hot. They've been getting hot recently, so I figured it would be a tough sledding. But we took one out of the three, and then we went to Fenway,
Yeah,
and then Sandy pitched a great game, but got no run support.
I know. That was killer. And I one of the things I love is just watching the Marlins when they play at like places like Fenway or Wrigley or places that have all that history and you know, watching Sandy like throw that gem. Like part of me thought like maybe the Red Sox are thinking right now, well, we should have pulled the trigger
Nah, they should have. They should have.
cuz dude could pitch at Fenway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a great game. And you know what? What's even crazier is in that game we had 9 hits, but could only muster 1 run,
Yeah,
which was disappointing because I thought that game we should have had. We should have had that game and been able to take 2 out of 3 from the Sox.
I agree. We should have had that game. When Sandy performs like that and the way he's been playing this year, you got to take advantage of those games.
Yeah,
But we managed to lose it, and then Quantrill takes the mound the second game, and he has been terrible. And I mean, we lost 7-5 that game.
hmm yeah, that one was tough. And so Quantrill went from I think it was the Brewer series. He probably pitched his best game I've ever seen him pitch, and I thought for sure I'm like maybe he's put it all together. He's gonna come around, and since then he's been like terrible. I think the last 3 starts he's lost every one of them, and it's just been kind of unraveling. But yeah, that was tough.
And then we salvaged the series with the game three,
We
where
did.
I think Marcy had his other bright moment. He ends up getting the
Yeah.
game winning home run. And like we said, Jensen Junk pitched a decent game. Uh, your thoughts on Marcy? Because I feel like he's gonna make this team exciting to watch, especially since we just lost Towers.
I agree. I think Marcy having him on the team is going to be fantastic. Having a guy who can play all 3 outfield positions and has played them in the last, I think, 5 games. He's played every position.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but really, like my thought on him is to see him nail down that center field role because I think that's where he fits in best. And we really haven't had a center fielder like him. I since I don't know.
Jazz.
Uh, I think Marcy has more power than Jazz did. He
I mean,
almost
Jazz wanted to have the power. That used to be an annoying part, is that he used to swing for the fences even though
yeah,
he didn't have the power.
he almost kind of reminds me, and it's way too early to say this, so stay out of the comments, people. But almost like a Yelich,
Oh, okay.
almost like a Yelich. I mean, he's older than Yelich was when Yelich came up, but that doesn't mean anything nowadays. People are developing a little bit slower, and in his 17 games, he's hitting 377. So definitely off to a good start. Hopefully, he can keep it going because I think what we've seen on this team is if you come up and you play really well, like any position is really up for grabs. There's nobody who's locked in at a position. There's nobody who you say is untouchable. Um, the other bright spot in this game too, that has been a bright spot for most of the season, that I wanted to give the dude some love is Tyler Phillips. That dude's come in and he pitched really well and turned the win in that game, and salvage at least 1 out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the guy's had a really great season, probably been our best arm out of the pen. And yeah, so good to see him get that win there.
The thing with Phillips is, I feel like he's not being put in there consistently. Like over the last week,
No,
he saw what, 2 appearances over the last the week.
yeah, he's definitely not going up as often as you'd like to see him, but Um, if he when he does come out, if he pitches like that, I'll take it.
No, for sure.
And maybe that's the key is he's not pitching as often.
And then over the last week, if you were to say who had probably a really rough week, Otto Lopez was really off this week.
Yeah.
And Dane Myers, like we said, that and not only is he struggling from the bat, but that play
That
over there in
catch.
Fenway,
Oh,
that would have been a nice catch, even though it's just a low porch. It would have been a
it
nice
was.
catch, but
And that was like all over social media yesterday.
yeah.
I mean, like I couldn't scroll through Instagram and not see it like 1,000 times. And you know, it's unfortunate that he made that play because I think Dane Meyer probably been one of the better players this season, having a great season. Um, but yeah, that stunk. But I think guy who's probably having the worst time right now is probably Stowers. No.
I was about to say, and then let's go to Kyle Stowers. The fact that he's out for how long was it? It's a couple of weeks at least, right?
Yeah, with like a mid abdominal strain or something.
Yeah, isn't that's like the most common baseball injury? I feel
Yeah,
those
yeah,
obliques. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton with his obliques are always was always well, at least with the Yankees, always getting sidelined with the oblique injuries.
yeah. I think so
So
too. But hopefully he can come back before the end of the season. But the other good thing, I mean, the only good thing with him being out is you get to see some younger guys come up and get an opportunity, which is what I think the rest of the season really needs to be about.
yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're at. I think the little hope we had kind of died out over the last 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
but we do have a series coming up against the St. Louis Cardinals. They just got swept by the Yankees, so and we're back at home, I believe, right? We're finally
We're
back
back
at
at
home
home. We've got
against
Yuri going today. We've
yeah.
got Eddie going Tuesday and Sandy going Wednesday.
So and then a struggling Cardinals team that just got swept. You would hope that you can get 2 or 3 out of this series.
Yeah, it depends on the bats. I mean, I think the pitching will probably be there. Eddie this season has bounced back from tough starts, so he got the loss in the last series, but I think he can probably bounce back here if he can. I think we're talking about a sweep this time next week. But
I
minimum, you
agree.
got to take 2 out of 3 in this series.
I agree because you're gonna have tough sledding when you go up against the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays come.
Yeah,
It won't be like the usual AL East home game, Miami home games where the AL East teams kind of packs the stadium. So at least that's a good
yeah,
thing. But the Blue Jays are one of the best teams in baseball right now, and it's going to be tough sledding. So as far as predictions go, I think Cardinals. I think we can sweep. I'm going to go
hmm
out there on a limb. We sweep, but then I
I
say we
agree.
get swept by the Blue Jays. So I'm going to go 3-3 like I usually do. I'm going to
Ooh,
go with the safe 3-3 pick.
I'm gonna go 4-2 because I think we sweep the Cardinals, and just because I'll be at the ballpark on Sunday, I think we're gonna win that game.
Okay. Oh, Luis Castillo bobblehead.
And they
It-
have the Spider-Man short sleeve hoodies. If you buy that ticket package, it's Marvel Day.
I might have to go out there on Sunday also. Wait,
Yeah,
what's Sunday?
do it.
Sunday is the
24th.
24th. I might have
Yeah,
to. I might have to make a trip out there. I
they're
haven't been
the
there
yeah they're the Miles Morales ones too. So they're black and red, short sleeve. They're really nice. Tickets were 44 after fees and everything
per ticket though.
per
This is the
ticket.
thing. If I go to any other sporting event, $44, I'm like, not bad. When it's the Marlins, because I usually buy like $5 tickets, it's like, oh man, $5. I usually go with the whole family for like 25.
It depends on how many of those Marvel sweatshirts you want. If you only want one or
Oh,
two, you just buy one or two tickets there and buy the other $5 ones.
does everybody get a Luis Castillo bobblehead?
The first 8,000 fans do. So
Okay,
yeah,
well, it'll probably going to be 8,000 people there. Period. So
yeah, and I think they're inducting him Sunday too into the
yeah,
Marlins Hall
into
of
the
Fame.
Hall of
So
Fame. Yeah,
that'll be cool. One of my favorite players.
absolutely no. And those bobbleheads that they're making now, where it looks like almost like a trading card,
Yeah,
so awesome.
yeah. I'm
Was
really
it
upset that I
Jim
missed
Leland?
the Jim Leland and the McKenna
Uh
ones.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that should be fun. So any final thoughts on the Marlins so far this year? We kind of 59-65. I still think that's maybe slightly better than what we would have predicted at this point in the beginning of
Yeah,
the year. But the way we got here has been kind of exciting up until the last 2 weeks. But if we can go ahead and win 4 out of the next 6, sweeping the Cardinals and getting one out of the Blue Jays, you start doing the math again,
yeah.
maybe.
Uh, maybe you do. I don't think I would do the math again this season.
Okay. How about we just try to stay ahead of the Braves?
Yeah, I think the goal should be finish ahead of the Braves. And then, we're only like a week and a half away from September call ups.
Hmm.
So that's always a fun time of season when you get like guys who you didn't think you'd see at the beginning of the year up in the majors and get their first action. And I think I think that's really going to be a fun time for the Marlins. And we really do have probably our toughest stretch of games coming up right now. Probably to finish out the season. I don't know. The Cardinals might be the last because the Braves aren't easy anymore. Because we have them after the Blue Jays, Mets. We've got the Nats again. We've got 7 games with the Nats, but outside of that, I think we've got tough games all the way through.
Is there
So,
anybody that you want to see called up in September?
there's a lot of guys that I'd like to see called up.
I know we talked about Joe Mack a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Joe Mack would definitely be one. I'm a little surprised we haven't brought him up yet after the Fortes deal, but yeah, I'd like
Well,
to
that's
see
what I
Joe
thought.
Mack.
Hmm.
Thomas White, left-hander that we drafted, I think 2 years ago in the second round. I think he's probably earned a call up at this point.
What about
Um,
Snelling?
yeah,
Robbie Snelling.
Snelling, you can probably see him. We might see Snelling over White because I don't know that we'd bring up two lefties.
Hmm.
So probably Snelling over White, but outside of that, I don't know that we really have anybody else that's really
Ready.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm
you got
saying
another
Mac.
lefty with Dax Fulton that maybe he's had a little taste of the major, or probably deserves a little taste. But maybe Victor Mesa Jr. You might see him come up
I
again.
feel like you've been saying his name forever.
Yeah, and I think the fact that he didn't get his shot with the team this year, I think
Yeah.
says a lot. Um, maybe even De Los Santos. You might see him at first and third to finish out the season. I could see that happening a little bit, but I think
So,
that's
well,
it.
look, I think if we get Marcy, Mac, and then Snelling pitching, I think that gives you some entertaining baseball to end the season.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stay as close to 500 as possible to end on a good note and stay in front of the
Yeah.
Braves. If we can do
Yeah.
those couple things, I think we're in good shape heading into the off season.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts there, Brandon? I think I might have asked you that already, but I forgot. So
Um, I think at this point it's just all about enjoying the season as it winds down. Like we don't have many home games left. Good giveaways this weekend. City Connect on Saturday with the Blue Jays. It's always fun seeing good teams come to town. So
hmm
seeing the Blue Jays being good is weird. So might want to see that. It probably won't happen again in our lifetimes.
no, they've been
Um,
they've been they've been hanging in there the last decade. Remember
yeah,
Jose
that's true.
Bautista's bat flip?
Oh yeah, I loved Jose Bautista. He was so good.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I remember him getting punched in the face, but I forgot who it was from the Rangers.
Oh yeah, that was
Knocked
good.
his glasses straight off.
Yeah.
That's a memorable picture.
Yeah, that was a good one. I have to look that one up now.
Yeah,
Ooh. Yeah, but
we
just get out to the ballpark. Really, is it?
yeah. I mean, the season's almost over. Like when you really think about it, it's such a long season, but we got what, like 6 weeks left, more or less.
Yeah, we got a couple more good giveaways too. The Phillies on September 7th. I might have to make my way out there. They're giving away the City Connect soccer jersey.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out there for that. September 7th.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait,
mark your
September 7th.
calendar.
I might be out of town on September 7th, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh,
oh,
it's right
nice.
before my birthday, but
There you go.
it's the opening weekend for the NFL, so I usually try to make it out of town for that.
Yeah.
The
Well, that's worth
7th.
it.
That's a Sunday. Yeah, no, I might not be here. That's the first. That's gonna be an empty stadium. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
because that is
exactly.
literally the first day of the NFL season.
And it's a 1:40 start, so the Dolphins
Oh,
probably kick off at 1, so
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be
It's gonna be an empty stadium.
so I might be able to
So
grab you a couple.
there you go. Yeah, because I probably won't be there. All right. So yeah, it's been a fun season so far. It's
Yeah.
been fun talking little fish also again. So here's to another good week, hopefully.
Yeah.
And look, I wanted to see Marcy keep breaking. Stowers come back. get a little Mac and Snelling, and all of a sudden we got some fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please leave us 5 stars, comment, review, all the good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe. And we will be back next Monday to talk about the 2 series wins. We're about to win 2 series in a row. Back
That's
to
right.
back. There we go. So until the next one, have a good one.